And so that kind of set me on the path to kind of where I got today. And so it was an excruciating experience I wouldn't wish on anyone, which is kind of what motivated me to share. Like, all right, you don't have to go through this. But at the same time, it was also, a priceless experience.
Yeah, a lot of good lessons for newer traders out there on what not to do there. But I completely agree with that, and I love that. I'll just make 40K to pay for the house next week. That's no
Yeah,
problem.
no
No
problem,
problem.
right?
No problem. Yeah. At that point, what was the trading style that you were using? Is it similar to what you're doing now, or obviously you've developed it, and refined it over time? But what were you kind of doing at that point? Was it mostly options?
Yeah, so there's definitely options. I was not using tools that I use today. And it was more, it's kind of like, okay, the market's going up and there's a trend line. And I might, so in this case, the one that blew up, we were coming up against a downtrend line. So I just thought it would hold,
Right.
okay. So that was kind of the main thing. Or, I'd look at stocks on IBD and a lot of times I wouldn't necessarily look at a chart. I'm like, okay, E-Trade. Well, I guess I'll buy some calls. And I would always go in the money and give myself time, but my
Yeah.
timing was, there was no really timing. It was just I like it, so I guess I should get it.
Yeah, perfect. And Mark Douglas, obviously, you mentioned you learned from. Were there any other key resources or mentors along the way that you really took some valuable lessons from